It's grilling season, baby, and Palmer's Direct-to-You Market is bringing the heat. 900 Jefferson Road in Henrietta and online at palmersdirecttoyou.com. Grill warriors, fire up those flames. Palmer's Direct-to-You Market is your one-stop meat and seafood paradise this summer. Whether you're hosting the block party of the year or just treating yourself to some backyard sizzle, Palmer's has exactly what you need to own the grill. Say hello to the homemade fresh trio blend slider patties on special. 3 ounces each, packed with Palmer's signature in-house mix of certified Angus beef chuck, sirloin, and brisket. Build your own slider flight and explore bold new flavors like the ridiculous blend patties. Yes, they're as ridiculously good as they sound. Available in full size or slider size because your grill deserves options. Hooked on seafood? Well, then dive into the fresh mahi-mahi fillets at Palmer's Direct-to-You Market, just $13.99 a pound. Or grab a 2-pound bag of farm-raised tail-on cooked shrimp for only $14.98 a bag. That's protein-packed summer snacking done right. Even if you think you've mastered the flame, Palmer's is here to keep you humble and helpful. Check out palmersdirecttoyou.com for grilling tips, steak secrets, grill maintenance hacks, and more. Because greatness starts with guidance. So let's make this the greatest grilling season ever. Head to Palmer's Direct-to-You Market, 900 Jefferson Road in Henrietta, or visit palmersdirecttoyou.com. Meat, seafood, skills, sauce, sizzle, it's all here at Palmer's Direct-to-You. Now go forth and grill like a legend.
When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport, and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. Thanks for spreading the word. Thanks to Laura for coming in tonight. Matt for coming in from BTV, bringing the pickle pizza, which we love. What's the spice on there?
That's a Cajun Ranch.
Oh, man, that really is. Yeah. I don't remember that in the last one. I'm sure it was there.
Different.
Oh, it's different?
Time, yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we had the bacon and the Cajun Ranch.
Really
I've
good.
never had pickle pizza. I may have to try a bite of it.
Yeah, have a piece.
Well,
a bite.
I got my salad.
You'll eat like half of that. Bring it home. It'll be there tomorrow. The soldier is here as well.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I know. I feel bad because I don't know how to talk about this with everybody here, but I figured I kind of have to. My dad passed away last Friday. So from the end of June to the beginning of July, I had gone up there to help move him to a higher level of care. He was calling everybody saying, I'm dying tomorrow or I'm dying in the next 2 days, which I poked fun at. And I think maybe he did know. I don't know. But then he fell, and it was, just a couple of days. I think my brother had just dropped his kids off. So I think my brother and sister-in-law were looking forward to 2 weeks, no kids, because they were going to sleepaway camp for 2 weeks straight. And I think they were like, you know what I mean? Dad settled. Yeah. My brother has been amazing in all this. And really throughout my dad's life, it was kind of the guy who tried to help him and save him from time to time. And so I thought they were probably ecstatic to have the 2 weeks. And then my dad falls, breaks his hip badly and his femur. And we were saying, well, maybe we don't do surgery. And they're like, he'll never even sit up again. So you got to do surgery. So they did the surgery, and then he got aspiration pneumonia, where you kind of aspirate your own spit and stuff into your lungs, your own fluids. And then he had a UTI, which was kind of it fucks up your brain, right? Yeah. So from there, they were going to put him in ICU, and I think he was ripping stuff out. My brother said to me, he goes, I've never walked into a hospital and just seeing someone laying completely naked on the bed with nothing on them. Man. Like no sheet, no anything. And I think the morphine was making him hot, and he's picking at stuff. So then they're like, they called my sister-in-law one morning and said, we're pretty sure he's dying. You better get over here. So my sister-in-law did. My brother calls me and goes, you may want to get up here. So I made arrangements to fly out, and my sister, again, everybody's dropping everything. We had just been there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now you're there, and you go up, and by this point, they said, we're going to move him to hospice, and all we're going to do is make him comfortable. So that means no food, no water. Okay, so this is Friday, and he lasted to the following Friday. Yeah.
The full week.
Full week with no food, no water, just morphine and a little oxygen tubes in his nose, just the tiniest little thing that was. So
Was he coherent?
No, he
Okay.
was unconscious the entire time.
Okay.
And so you get up there. Hospice care is amazing, but there's still more shit to be done. You know what I'm saying? Now all the stuff that we moved in before, we got to get the fuck out of there.
Right.
All his clothes, all his everything. Then there's, trying to figure out his bank accounts and what's happening there. And my brother was pissed because he's the power of attorney, and he kept saying, Dad, we've got to get to the bank physically because of elder scams.
Yep.
You got to have someone with you.
Yep.
Right? I can't. So he never did that. So everything will go to pro. It'll all work out. It's no big deal. But, so we went up there. Well, I guess the last gift my dad gave us was the three of us together, me, my brother and sister, no kids around, right? My brother's kids are gone to sleepaway camp. My sister's kids are down in the D.C. area. One's at a sleepaway camp. One's with her father. And I sent Jameson to his mom in Alabama. And so there was no worry about any of that shit. You're home from his day. There was a night where we sat up till 3 a.m. on the dock just drinking and laughing our asses off. Laughing. And like, so much so that I'm not proud of this, but the next day we were going to hospice, and there's a little one of those, a brewery right near them, and it also has food, really good food. So we went in there for lunch, and the lady goes, what do you want to drink? I go, I really can't. I can't have not a thing. So I don't. My sister then drives us to hospice, and we get up to the entrance of the hospice, which is in a neighborhood. It's like you wouldn't even know. Yep. It's set down. It's beautiful, right? It's all calm. I go out, and I freaking Ralphed Matt. I went all over hospice. And then I'm going, if anybody says anything to me, I'm going to be like, I am so upset about my dad.
Yeah, no,
I am so upset about my
Yep.
dad. I puked like under trees, and my sister's doing like another circle. She goes, are you okay? I go, nah, I'll meet you in there. Just go.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Bad.
That's some heavy drinking right
Oh,
there.
it was, I probably had... I could have had 18 beers, 20 beers by the time it was done, but it was just steady.
Yeah.
Just steady.
Yeah.
Yeah. No shots, no anything, and just beer. But that's heavy after a
a
while.
lot.
You know what I
God,
mean?
yeah.
And it wasn't Guinness.
I was going to say,
It was something from the West Coast, and then I think we went to Kansas, and then like a summer. They're making these summer beers, which are lighter, right, to compete with probably Coors Light and whatever everybody else would go to naturally. And so that's all. It might have been summer days. I don't even know. I just know that I was drinking, and at one point I went, oh boy, I think I gotta stop, because it was just sitting right about here, just sat there. So I did. I wind up puking. But all I can say about this whole experience, and I will get into a little bit of detail with it. It was, and as my sister said, there are things in life that are the most ordinary and extraordinary. And by that, she's like, everybody has children. It's ordinary. She's like, but when you have the kid, it's extraordinary to be in there to watch that happen. And the same thing, everybody's going to die. Everybody has lost somebody. This isn't new, and it's, you know what I mean? It's like, everybody's gone through it. But it was extraordinary in your own way. So we weren't sure what to do. We thought that he would pass by Tuesday or Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So the plan was the three of us would be there. My mom would probably come up, maybe a few friends, and we would have my dad wanted a church service, and he wanted a big party. So the church service we were going to do, he had a priest up there that he had become friendly with. He wanted to have that guy. I think it's Episcopalian, so the guy's married, but they still refer to him as a priest.
Yeah.
or whatever it is. And so he had met with my dad. My dad had gone to his church when he lived up there before. He met with him when we were there originally, made all his plans, came to see him before the surgery when he first fell, came and spent some time with him in the hospital. He was still kind of lucid then. And so the plan was we would have him, not embalm him. He wants to be cremated, but we would have the church service. We would have people there, and that would happen. Well, now he goes till Friday. The priest goes on vacation. So now we're all going back because it's Saturday, and he had to be embalmed. And now all the grandkids are home from camp. So everybody's going to try to descend. I'm not even sure if my sister can actually make it back, but that doesn't mean anything. But you wonder, like, what are they hanging on to, and can they hear you, and can you do all this? And we went in there, and we were, throughout the week in hospice, they were wonderful, but we would talk to him. Hey, Dad, I'm here. I love you. Hey, remember this? We would tell stories. Remember when you did this? Remember when I did this? We actually sang silly songs he would sing to us as kids one day, right? And then we're wondering what's going on. So we were trying to convince, and not that he needed to be convinced, but he's 81 years old himself, my uncle who lives in Park City, to come. And my uncle was, I think, a little bit hesitant in that he thought, oh, if I get there and it's already
happened,
I can't see it, So I think there was that. He did come. Okay. He and his wife came. They spent time with him, talking to him and all this. This whole thing, by the way, this whole experience, I want to do like a serious podcast about euthanasia, because I think at some point it's like, because my uncle my uncle's going, this is criminal.
There was no quality of
pets,
life,
right? It's just morphine and air, right? And they keep going, well, your dad had to be one strong guy. Yeah, he was a runner for years ago, and then he had some his little bat blue period, and then came out of that and never drank again, and was riding his bike so he always exercised. So he had a strong heart, but I don't know. I don't know if he was hanging on for his brother. He hardly made any real noises, and when my Uncle Joe came in, he's like, all of a sudden he's like, "Roar!" And my uncle's like, I don't think he. And his wife had been a nurse, and I'm like, I'm not sure. We haven't seen that the entire time. They were going to leave on Friday. Of course, again, we get to have nice dinners together and hanging out, in the pond, drinking, going over to where my brother runs the hotel, which is absolutely gorgeous, the Cliff House. And then my uncle sends a thing saying, we're heading out. We stopped to see your dad at hospice, and he looks okay. And we're all looking at each other going, we can't go much longer with that. Like, what the fuck are we going to do? So at this point, my sister and my sister-in-law, because I don't really do anything, looked online and saw that, maybe remove the oxygen. And that hospice would be willing to do that. It's not cruel and it's not bad. It's just, and then maybe things will slow down. So we had to move all the furniture out, because here's something that's weird. If you have a loved one who's in an assisted living center and you want to donate their furniture, there are companies that'll come pick it up, but they can't go in the room. So
really?
So we had to get it all out to the atrium or in front of the place and off to the side. Don't forget, they still have people, a lot of walkers coming through, you know what I mean? This and that. Like at one point, this time, again, I ran into a gurney. The first time it was a funeral home coming to pick up a body. Same piece of fucking furniture, Matt. This time, it's a guy on a gurney waiting to be taken to an ambulance.
What the
Nothing to see here, buddy.
Like, oh my
You're
God.
fucking waiting a minute for your ambulance. I gotta get my shit out of here.
Sorry, but we're like in the door. It's like
the facility that he had been living in.
Yeah.
They want to take it as a donation.
No, I mean they had no. They have everything. Even his books and stuff. They're like our library's full.
Okay.
And he had weird. He had weird books. He had a lot of dictionaries and dictionary of probably dictionaries he didn't even know existed. And I don't mean that in any snobby, intellectually weaponizing way. But who's ever heard of the Oxford Regional Dictionary of Slang?
You should have brought it
Did
back
not
with
know
you.
that. Did not know that existed.
Do you understand? Like, who would?
Right.
I wouldn't. I mean, he had it, and he used to tell us. He would give us words like the pizza crust with the delicious pizza from BTB. The crust, if you left it there, is called an ort, O-R-T. And my father used to always go, you guys going to eat your warts? Like, it just, you sounded nuts.
Yeah.
But that was my dad.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we get everything out. I had stopped for lunch. So I'm one beer in for the day. And then my brother's going to meet us at their house after work. And, we're going to change. We have a couple more beers. We pack up the cooler and we go up to hospice. And on the way, we're all saying, we're all good to take the oxygen out. Everybody agree? Mm-hmm. Everybody says yes. We get in there, and the nurse comes walking in behind us, and she says, we're going to flip them. So if you want to step out, meaning that they kind of wash them down. What they do is they rotate them, right? So they're going to rotate them, and that's part of the reason he had pins and rods put in. Didn't serve him anything other than, but he would have been in. I don't think they could have done that, right, to just move him. So they say that, and then she comes back. She goes, we're all set. Do you have any questions? And my brother and I look at my sister, and she goes, oh, great. Like, none of us wanted to say anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So she said, what do you think? And the nurse said, well, yeah. And my brother goes, not the question you were expecting.
Yeah.
And she said, no. She said, it can be a rapid decline if we take it out. And again, it's just two little things. It's not a mask.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a ventilator. It's just, and she said, the medicine he's on is helping him breathe. It's opening up his lungs a little bit, and the morphine is helping with pain. So yes. So I guess there was a couple of medications. Within 5 minutes, he was gone. Yeah.
So you were all there, though?
All three of us and my sister-in-law stood there. Well, it got quite emotional, as you can imagine. And we, and then it got kind of quiet, and you're just staring at him, and you're watching, like, you're just watching this. And this is the extraordinary part. Ordinary, it happens everywhere. I just never seen anybody, like, literally leave. So, we're sitting there, and you can see kind of the pulse in his neck, and my sister said, we should do something. We should sing something. And she started singing Amazing Grace, and my brother and I joined in, and then my brother goes, I don't know the second verse.
See, I don't know the words.
Yeah, I don't know the second verse. So we sang it, and then I swear to God, by the time we were done,
He had passed.
it was gone. And I stood there, I go, he's gone. And we stood there for a second. I waited like what I thought was appropriate amount of time. And I go, I'll go get the nurse. And my brother goes, let's give it a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Let's hit everything. And it was amazing to watch as the color, like your lips are no longer red. The color's gone. Like it's just gone. And then slowly I go, oh my God, that happened so fast. It was like somebody just turned you off. It was really strange. And so we went and got the nurse, and she said, okay, give us a minute. We're going to put him on his back. And then, and kind of problem, they had to declare him dead, right? They can't, because I can come, he's dead. Maybe not. And then they call the funeral home. Funeral home's going to be 40 minutes to come out to get him. So, and then of course they're going, do you want more time with the body? And we're looking at each other like, no, we've had plenty of time. But
we've had all week with it.
We've had all week.
Yeah,
we all talked, and we went over even then, and kind of gave him a kiss and said, and then they kind of put him in the bag and come out, and then the funeral. This poor girl, she's on call on a Friday night, and my dad wasn't he was not overweight at all or anything at this point. It hasn't been for probably the last 15 years. But he's taller than me by an inch. He's 6'2", and he's about 195 pounds, 190, 195. It's a lot of dead weight, you know what I mean? And it's not evenly distributed. So I was wondering how, and she's this little girl. So then she comes and she says, because my brother is in Maine, he's the contact, and he gets like this plastic rose, and we're so sorry for your loss. It's like this rose and this other thing. So meanwhile...
That's corny.
While we were waiting for them, it was. Yeah. While we're waiting for them,
would a real one been better? You think?
I have no idea. I just think nothing. Like, what am I going to do?
You don't do nothing at that point.
But it was. I guess that's what they. I don't know. So we're sitting there, and they called. We had called my mother, and my mother, without trying to reveal too much, I was a 10-pound baby. She had an episiotomy, ovulating, and things would cause problems and be painful. So it was 5 years till my sister, and then my brother came after that. And my mother said my biggest fear was that on my poor, I think she texted it, on my poor Billy would be this. You would have nobody by the deathbed. I'm so glad you were all there. So my brother puts the rose in his mouth, snaps a selfie, and goes, Billy wasn't alone, and I got the rose. So there was still a sense of humor.
Yeah.
It was still nice. Problem is that, now we're all going back. It's almost like my father used to make this joke, like, I would never want to be a pain to my family or whatever. I'm getting the phrase wrong. But so that was it. I don't know. I don't know that it's really hit me necessarily. I think that I know Matt has lost a parent. I know that you've lost both your parents.
And like I said, I mean,
I don't know what it's like.
Well, to me, like I was telling you when I came in, it was kind of like you're sad, but there was a relief to it.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
They're never going to be able to. Like,
Right.
that was the thing where I'm going, at this point, you wish you could almost be the doctor to up the morphine a little bit and just let them go.
And in answer your thing, when my mother passed, I was in Old Forge with Matt, and so she waited until I got home. She died probably a few hours later after I got home. So yeah.
They
There
say
is
that they
something.
do that.
I think that's true.
I know someone who's a death doula, actually.
Yeah,
And
I've heard of that.
I've talked to her because
She's so much fun at parties.
she's in the women's business owner group with me, but I haven't lost a parent, but I lost my stepdad last year.
Right,
And
that's
he had gotten approved for in-home hospice that day. My mom had been his caretaker. My mom was leaving that night. She was just going to go out with her friends to go see a show at like RBTL, and my stepsister was staying with her. And as soon as she walked out the front door, my stepdad passed. And they were like, he did not want to die in front of my mom.
Yeah.
Like, he had like loved her too much dignity to pass in front of my mom, that as soon as she left, he passed away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There was something somewhat. Now look, not all death is the same. Right? I think Malcolm Jamal Warner drowned.
Is that how he died?
Yeah, in Costa Rica. I think he got caught up in a rip current or something. I don't know. Sad. Beautiful spot to go, but sad. But so that just sounds horrible. This was like almost
Peaceful?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
in
no,
its
I
own
think-
fucking way.
Right.
Forgive me, but it was like almost beautiful that we were all, the three kids were there.
Yeah.
You got to hug each other.
And that's, it
was amazing.
You do get to like when my mom called that my papa had passed, like the whole family showed up. We all had a drink like in his honor. My stepbrother poured a Captain and Coke and put it in Papa's hands, and like because he passed sitting in his spot and everything, and it was nice to all sit there. I mean, it's strange when you're in
when it's your person, right?
Of like a dead body, but
Right.
like it was a Saturday night that he passed. It took them hours to come and get them.
I think
to
the
come and get
Irish
him.
used to prop you up in the corner next to the keg, and that was the wake. I think.
I want to be surprised, like his said with you walking
I've never
in
fucking
tonight.
heard that before.
No,
but
many years ago. I think there were pictures that I saw, and they were Irelanders, but they would. I don't.
that's great.
Yeah, you could, I guess.
After your dad had a few too many blues,
But
just looks dead.
after losing people at such a young age, when my mom went to pass, it wasn't as devastating as because she's supposed to. I mean,
Yes.
She's supposed to.
That's what I mean. Like that's where it's ordinary. Like
Right.
nothing's out of alignment here. It's not a child
Right.
dying before a parent. It's the order of life.
Yeah.
Not that I want to happen, but yeah, that's the order of life. And you were young when your dad passed?
No, it was 2009, so I was in my 30s.
Okay. And how about you?
I was 24.
Yeah. See, it's like, here's what I'm waiting for. Oh God, I got to tell Dad that. And then realizing that he's not there. That's
the worst.
That's what I'm waiting for. And
That's the
I
worst.
think that'll happen. And
I think it's hard when you get the ashes too. If he's getting cremated,
He's
and
gonna
if
get
you
cremated,
some of
but
the ashes, like
yeah.
that's sort of that's a gut punch.
Yeah. And he said to us, I want a big party, but give everybody time to really mourn me. Really miss me. He was going to be 80 in October, so we think we're going
That's
to do
still
it.
young. That's still young, though.
It is by today's standards, and you're not the only. I was out to like I don't know, tequila and snacks, I guess we'll call it, over on Winton or Merchants. Anybody been over
Tavos?
Tavos. Anybody been there?
Yeah, it's great there.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
yeah.
Yeah. how did I know it? It must have been something that was said in here. But a person who was a funeral director was there and said, that's still pretty young.
Yeah.
And I went, good. Maybe I'm gonna last more than 24
I mean,
years.
it is.
Do you want to, though? That's the question.
I don't know.
It is only 6 years older than,
Oh my God. Oh
It
my
is.
God.
And
I know what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
anything. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just saying that I don't think of 80 as an older age, I guess.
Well, we know you don't think it's
We're
old.
done.
Right. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
You're still on the F's.
Oh, this is great.
That was amazing.
Oh, that's
I didn't think
funny.
Mark would be the one to bring up the age of anybody.
I know. I do feel like, though, it can put a lot of life into perspective. Like, since my stepdad passed, I'm trying to do more with my mom. Like, I invited her on a summer vacation in a couple of weeks with us, because it can happen unexpectedly, too.
I think that's. I agree. I agree. I think I don't know if you live this way, Matt, but all the things you and Natalie do together, the places you go, it looks like you have fun while you can.
I've done that. I've learned that.
Yeah,
You know,
I
not
really
only,
believe
not
that.
only from losing a wife that was
Yes.
27, but
Yes.
also losing so many classmates over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we lost one of our class. Well, one got killed in school. He got hit by a car, but we've had a couple from cancer in their 30s, and so it was just like, you know what? You're obviously going to save for tomorrow, but you're also going to enjoy today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because you can't take it with you.
Yeah.
Because that's when my dad died. The only thing on was a hospital gown. That was it.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing else there. The big leather chair don't mean shit. You know what I mean? Well, all the books, the memories, the this. I mean, and my poor brother's got a lot of stuff in his garage still.
You should hire an organizer to
Oh
help.
yes. You want to go to
travels-
This is literally what
travels
I
to
do
Maine.
all the time. Like, I'm in the assisted living. That's why I'm asking, because a lot of the places around here, when someone passes or moves to a higher level of care, they will use their bookshelves, desks, beds for the next resident who comes in and
okay.
needs
Yeah.
it. So,
I don't know. I think everybody here was bringing their own, but I don't know how it works.
yeah.
That's the thing. All right. BTB, Wood Fire Pizza and Grill. I will say, no, hang on.
Hell of a segment for this.
No, hang on. Here's what I was
Those
going to say.
assisted
is
living folks
so good it'll
really
kill you.
love it.
you can cater your after funeral party, right?
Which we have.
Yes.
We've done that.
I know.
We're doing one tomorrow.
You're doing a funeral. Are you?
Yeah, we have one
Look,
at the party room.
I didn't even know that. And
Are they
then
having
the
sausage,
party
peppers,
room.
and onions? Can I go?
That's really good. It's to die for.
Our celebration of death. I don't know.
But that back room is perfect.
Yeah, we've
It's
done a lot
perfect
of them
for
there.
those things. Yeah.
And unfortunately, a couple of my friends had lost their moms, and we've done those there too. So
Yeah.
that's always nice because you give back to somebody.
Yes.
But it's nice. It's tough. It's the toughest time in somebody's life, I feel like.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
And if you can give them a little comfort and a little happiness, and,
Yep.
that
Yeah.
helps.
Well, you're very good at doing that. The pickle pizza has been upgraded. It is so good. It was really good before, but I bit into it this time, and I go,
Just a
man,
little
this
Cajun ranch, just enough kick.
Cajun ranch, little bacon.
It's one of the best dressings we make too.
Yeah.
It was on the Southwest salad. It's so freaking good.
What made your son? Was it your son who goes,
Yeah.
let me try this?
Yeah. He comes up all kinds of shit. Before we went away, he figured out how to do a stuffed bread, which was kind of cool, in a wood-fired oven.
Wow.
Yeah, just from playing around. Kid's pretty talented. I
Yeah.
don't think he realizes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep him humble.
Too late for that.
But what about? And then when's the concert's coming up?
Yeah, the 16th, August
16th. Okay, so we got just a couple of weeks, and it's the Zach Bryan tribute band,
Yep, them
and
and
then
M80s.
M80s.
Yep.
That is going to be
It's gonna be huge. Yeah.
enormous.
As long as the weather holds up,
I think it will.
it should.
Yeah, it's been fairly.
Yeah, that means it'll definitely rain that week.
Well, you sold your boat, so
Yeah, it should be good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you did sell it?
Yeah, so
After you sold the boat,
Congratulations.
if you've noticed, it has not rained since.
that's why I should buy a snowmobile. It would never snow.
Oh, yes.
You know, 2 years ago, I purposely my buddy wanted me to go out snowmobiling. He goes, "You'll love it." I said, "I hate the cold. I'll hate it." I bought the snowmobile outfit, the boots, everything, gloves. Didn't ever buy the helmet. Never got out once. There was never enough snow for him to go out once. He
Oh,
goes, "Fuck you.
sure, yeah.
Sell your stuff. You're never."
And he's blaming you for the
Yeah.
fact. That's funny. That's
Yeah.
very funny. All right, we'll take a moment. Only because it was everywhere, and I have some connection to the story. But
I know.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
know exactly. It's my
Everybody does.
entire Instagram feed.
Why do I know?
It is my personality.
Kiss cam.
yeah, the kiss cam.
Oh,
We'll get you
CEO.
caught up.
that happened to me once in Buffalo.
Well, we'll hear all about it right after this. Oh, I see you have random, rusty, ridiculous scrap metal all throughout your garage. I know that scene. Holding on to that extra siding from 2008? Come on. Pack up that garage mess and roll it down to Premier Metal, Rochester's #1 choice for scrap. We're talking metal from auto jobs, plumbing, HVAC, roofing, siding. If it's shiny, bendy, and mysteriously dented, they want it at Premier Metal. You know that metal shelf that attacked you in 1998? Get rid of it. At Premier Metal, they offer the best prices. This is a scrap metal commercial, not a spelling bee. Aluminum siding, electric motors, car wheels, copper wire, steel, sheet metal, 300 series stainless steel, auto batteries, lead, and even your ex's dumb weight bench. Make cash, clear space. Visit PremierMetalGroup.com or either of Premier Metal's state-of-the-art facilities. West Linden Avenue in East Rochester, just minutes off 490, or 11 Carn Street in Rochester, just minutes off 390. Premier Metal. Be a metal magician and turn that metal into cash with Premier Metal. But while I'm up there, all of a sudden it explodes with the CEO of Astronomer being caught on the kiss cam at a Coldplay show, I believe at Gillette Stadium. Pretty
Is
sure.
that where it was?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was
Okay.
in Boston. And then I find out that they spend their summers in Kennebunk.
Oh.
And then I find out someone who dropped off blueberry cheesecake to the house. This woman had golfed with that guy's, the CEO's wife earlier. The kids are camp counselors at some day camp up on the beach.
Oh, my
Right. So they're
God.
like entrenched in there. And I was like, I thought that's the ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
If I saw my buddy's dad with his arms wrapped around, I could not say anything. I would feel bad.
Yeah.
But that would last 5 minutes. And then then you got to start going, hey, man. Hey, where's your dad? I'm putting my mom, locking my mom in the basement. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't know. And somebody else in Rochester said they know someone who he banged before that worked for the company.
Really?
Yeah. So here's my question.
Like
to
a
you.
verified source told you this?
Yep.
Okay.
A verified source told me that there was another woman
Man,
that he.
those men who sleep around. I
Here's
bet
my-
the wife knows and just turned her.
Thank you, Laura. That
I
was
mean,
my question.
yep.
There's no way this woman didn't know.
No.
She had to know that he
No,
was.
I bet she posted family photos on Facebook a lot too.
Oh, maybe. Probably.
It's sort of like
to cover up, to
Well, just
overcompensate.
Like, you know, yeah.
Well, look, it's a
exactly.
nice life when you're making $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's a nice lifestyle. And I'm sure that she probably, worked or something too. I don't know what she did.
I forgot. No, she had a decent job.
Yeah.
though.
So that could be a house that made $700,000 to $1 million a year. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden, I don't. And Matt pointed this out. It was the greatest observation. I thought of it too, but later on, he didn't need to do anything.
No.
Yeah.
He just needed to stay cool, calm, and collected.
Just don't act like it's a big deal.
Hide in plain sight.
Yep.
Right? Hide in plain sight. You didn't have to
I
do
mean, there's a
fucking thing.
chance that one of your wife's friends are going to see you,
Yeah.
or vice versa, that her husband's friend. But to do that, you just went viral.
He threw his arms off of her.
They turned around and hid. He ducked down.
He ducked.
I mean,
He was like a grenade fucking came at him, ducked.
It did.
Yeah,
It's
I
about
mean,
to.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the amount of lawyers have called her?
I mean, this went everywhere to the
yeah.
point where the Philly Fanatic.
Oh yeah.
They did a
You
whole
see that? It was great. Oh my God. Leave it to fucking Philadelphia. Probably the best thing they've ever done, but fuck them
I
assholes.
was thinking of you because you hate Philadelphia. I thought that's really
I
funny.
mean, celebrities are talking about it. Like the memes have been amazing.
Yeah, they
It
have.
is what me, my sister, some of my friends, all we're doing
Yeah.
all day is sending
They're
the
great.
memes about it back and forth. My sister sent me this one that I thought was the best. It was like Lego. It was like my first affair, and it was like
Did you see the Patrick Mahomes and the referee one?
No.
Oh yeah, there's one.
Oh, like hugging
Did they
behind.
do it with AI or something?
Yeah, they must have.
Oh, that's amazing. I know I haven't seen that. But if that guy stayed calm, that's the thing. Is like your knee-jerk reaction to anything in life, fucking wait a beat. Just wait a beat. That
Yeah,
camera,
they could have just waved.
They could have.
They didn't have to do anything. The camera would not. If you're boring, the camera goes off of you.
She didn't even move. It was him that was like,
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh my God.
And then she just turned around. I mean,
Yeah.
her face, it was great though, you know, and her jaw dropped. But what'd you think? It was a possibility of it happening.
Well, and then his statement, but they said that right before Coldplay did say, like, all right, we're going to do the kiss cam now, you know?
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, he's like saying you
That's
took a
even worse. You're
private
a
moment.
dumbass. Yeah, well,
But no.
there's no private moment at a concert.
not in
Sorry.
public.
No.
No, not in social media. This day and age,
Yeah.
nothing's private.
Man, I mean, there's something like I feel bad for the kids, the wife. It's embarrassing with that how this all came out, especially for the kids to find out that your parent had an affair that way.
It's gonna suck for the kids because they're gonna get so much fun made of them. I think the oldest one was only like 8, right?
Oh, I thought that they were.
No, I think one's in
older.
college and one. Yeah, there were 2 boys, and I think they're in college. I don't know about her kids. Are probably younger. His kids are college.
Oh, they're
so they should be okay.
college are okay then. Yeah.
Yeah, I think or one's.
So like my dad's a slut.
Yeah. Hey man, Dad pulling some good tail.
Yeah, true. Not really though.
Hey, can I talk to your dad about what goes on with the CEO? Because I just, it sounds great.
I want an intern.
Yeah.
I also asked my friend who's head of HR at her company, I was like, how many memes have you got? And she's like, oh, the HR memes are great.
Yeah. Because that woman was HR.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Man, when HR's doing that, you got to get
I
away with
know.
anything in
I
that
know.
company. That's amazing. But has anybody ever found out? Because I do know someone who found out that their parent was having an affair by being over at a high school party, walking into the bedroom, and there's a framed picture of her mom. And the dad was divorced, but her mom was still married. And that's slowly...
Wait, I'm confused.
So I know somebody whose mother was having an affair, married,
Okay.
with a divorced man.
Mm-hmm.
The divorced man had a framed
party was at his
picture.
house, yeah.
The party was at his kid was throwing the party because he was out of town, and there was a framed picture.
So
of
he
Who
wasn't really
fucking
divorced.
does that during an affair though?
Right.
Who the fuck has a framed
that's
picture
the
of somebody?
Dumbest thing I've ever heard in my whole entire
had a
life.
framed picture.
Oh, he's still married, but here's the
No.
framed
No,
picture.
he was divorced.
He's not. He's divorced.
He was single.
He's single and he's living.
She
on
was
his own.
married.
She
Right,
was
but
married.
why would he have a picture of somebody
I don't know.
that's still married?
It was in his bedroom. Probably just like looking at it. I don't know.
I should talk.
I miss you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would think no one's going to see this. And then she saw it, and
It shouldn't exist.
I think the kid knew, but they never said anything. And then it kind of came out, and the mother, father split. But it was, I just, what a way to find out, right? You'd want, I guess the best thing to do is to admit it if you're, I don't know. I don't know what the best thing to do is. No, I'm
Yeah, no,
I'm not trying to be.
I know.
Some guy was just pounding her from behind. All of a sudden, she looks up and there's her mom in a picture with a guy. I mean, what the fuck? This can't happen.
I don't know that it was exactly like that. I think that it was one of these. Yeah, you wound up in the bedroom. Maybe you were going to the bathroom off there. I'm not sure, but you know what? It does raise some questions, man.
Yeah.
It does raise some questions.
What you doing in that bedroom? That means it was the father's bedroom as well.
It was the father's bedroom. Yes, that's
Still
at least.
weird.
I mean,
that's the
I'm
story
sure
I heard.
that people get caught in public at events, but I just think it's the whole Jumbotron, that's the whole media circus.
Yeah, I mean, I knew people who would go out of town. Like when I say out of town, Buffalo.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, instead of hanging around here for
Yeah.
restaurants and things like that. But
Maybe that's what they did. Maybe they were out of town, sort of, at least like that. Maybe it wasn't like in
well,
the
his
actual
wife's
hometown.
in Kennebunk. That's a good, I think, 2 hours from Boston.
Oh, okay.
And so I think they were a Boston-based company.
It was a Boston company. I know
So
that.
he was there for a work event.
But and his wife and
I had a couple of friends who went to Coldplay up in Toronto, and I asked one of them the other day, I was like, did you wish that whole scenario happened at the concert that you were at? She was like, yes. So,
did he reference it at all? Because he's
No,
No, it was
because
before,
Toronto
wasn't it?
was before.
Yeah.
Oh,
To be at the next one would have been great.
I
Yeah.
know. That's what I want to know. What
And
was
my,
that?
my son is in Nashville right now because his buddy
yeah, they're
wanted to
playing
go
in
to
Nashville
Coldplay.
right now.
So they're
Really?
they're going to show. I don't know if it's tonight or not, but I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah, find out if they make any reference to it.
Yeah.
It became
Coldplay
the
did-
biggest
It's
fucking
gonna,
thing.
They tweeted like there's going to be a camera-free section for all those and their side pieces. Like,
Well, Luke Bryan sat down the other night before he played a slow song, and he says, "Hey, before you think about it, there's going to be cameras and videos, and the kiss cam's going to show. So if you got your side piece here, make sure you separate yourselves right now before you get caught. Because it's not my fault if you do."
Got a home improvement conundrum? Time to call in the superheroes. Mac of all trades. Leaky faucet. Wall that mysteriously has a hole in it. Kitchen looking like it's stuck in the 90s. Mac of all trades is here to save the day. No capes, just expert repairs, remodeling, and handyman services that get the job done right. Call them today at 585-202-9218. That's 585-202-9218. Or visit them online at macofalltrades.net, because every home needs a hero. Mac of all trades. Connors & Ferris handles workers' comp, Social Security disability, and personal injury cases. Listen, I get it. Workers' comp claims can be a real pain. But Connors & Ferris are here to fight for you and get you the compensation you deserve. Whether you threw out your back on the job, slipped when you should have gripped, or your boss thinks overtime means free labor. Spoiler, it doesn't. They've got your back at Connors & Ferris. With offices in New York City, Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo, they're the go-to team for getting the compensation you deserve. No gimmicks, no nonsense, just real results. Call Connors & Ferris, 262-COMP. That's 262-COMP for Connors & Ferris. Here's the little political thing I want to say. CBS is ending the Stephen Colbert show. This has nothing to do with fascism, and it has nothing to do with the government. It just doesn't. Because they wouldn't let him stay till May if that were the case. He's staying in May to finish out the contract. They just don't do that. And late night is just not making the money it used to, period. Because so many people watch the clips online that they're not getting the revenue. And you may see that more and more. And as you know, I have a little insight to some, not a lot, but there's been some fear of that. And so when I see all this stuff, it has nothing to do with that. I think it would be a great story, but it has nothing to do with that. I will tell you this. I think we're taping this on Monday. They brought back Jon Stewart on the Daily Show. And I think he does it once a week now. And they have different hosts throughout the week since Trevor Noah left. And it's his company that owns The Late Show.
it's Jon Stewart?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and CBS owns Viacom, or they're the same, which owns Comedy Central. The only reason I bring this up is maybe he'll quit on air. He's got enough money. He's rich. Maybe he'll stand up for his boy and go, this is bullshit or whatever, and quit on air. It might be compelling. The last time late night had some drama was when David Letterman admitted to having an affair and said, I'm getting out in front of this so you can't basically bend me over and do all this shit. And look, no politics aside in terms of Colbert or whatever, that's not the case. We're not there. Mm-hmm. We're not there in this country. I know people get worried, but we're not there. And I just feel like, I don't know why, it was hanging on my head. I'm like, I feel like I got to say this because there's so many, no, we're not. It's not. It comes down to revenue. By the way, what did you, and I don't mean this as you in the room, anybody, what have you watched last? Probably something on a streaming service, not something on a network. And that's part of the reason this is all happening. But
reality TV takes over.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I watched Love Island, 2 episodes. Has anybody watched Love Island?
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
Natalie tried to get me to do it. I did 2 episodes.
That's it. Matt, it's the fucking worst.
It is terrible.
It's so bad. But
It's so bad.
But have you watched any of it?
No.
Oh, I would love to have you watch the first episode when they have to, like, okay, so it would be me, Matt, Mark. We're over here, you and a couple of your girlfriends, and they get to go up and pick. So we're standing on these like
Platforms,
podiums,
yeah.
platforms,
Okay.
and you get to pick 2 guys that you wouldn't mind being with, and you get to kiss them both. And
Just from looking?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just met them.
But not two separate times. You kiss one and then the other one.
And then the other one. Right away.
I'm like, the hell you're going to go kiss that guy and then come kiss me? Sorry, it's not happening. I'm like, no, bitch, keep moving in.
One dude gave the cheek.
Yeah.
One dude gave the cheek. But some of these people, I mean, they went all in.
Everyone gets to choose everyone? So
Wait, and then if you pick, let's say, Matt, right? Mm-hmm. And then here comes another chick, and she goes, you know what? Fuck that bitch. And goes over. She can steal Matt and make out with Matt in front of you. Or kiss Matt. I think that's where somebody was sort of a gentleman. And
we should get you on the show.
Get me on But I was like, wow. And I go, it's on a streaming service.
I mean,
it's getting tons of talk.
I've heard.
What do you think's happening in network TV, guys?
I heard people like going crazy about it. I even saw people at CMAC last week. I forget what concert it was, either Brad Paisley or Hosier, that they were watching the finale while the concert was going on.
At
it was
the
Hosier.
fucking show?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's big.
Like I saw people like
everywhere you go here.
someone on radio that I know, I ran into her in like one of the tents.
Yeah.
And she like stayed under the one VIP tent and was watching it while at the concert.
At the Hosier show?
Yeah, and she like posted it.
That's fucking wild. I greatly appreciate you coming out. I was
told you I'd be here as soon as you called.
No, but I will admit that I was nervous about. I felt like I had to say something why we went dark, and I had already mentioned that this is what's happening. But what actually concluded up, and somebody's like, "You think you'll cry?" And I'm like, "No, it's kind of cold if you don't." I go, "Well." I cried it all.
I was going to say, yeah, you've had a month to cry. This has been going on.
Well, yeah.
I mean, quite a few weeks.
You've had a few weeks.
You start crying. We'll start making fun of you. So that's
and that's what I would have liked anyway. Hey, you big pussy.
What a pussy.
Yeah. What happened? Your dad died?
Did your dad tell you not to cry like a little bitch?
Yeah, your dad was so disappointed in you.
You're letting your dad down.
We're bringing up all the childhood trauma here.
Yes, all that stuff.
Don't you aspirate? Come on.
I know. Jesus Christ.
I heard it runs in the family.
It does. It is contagious.
We're
and
pulling
it does.
the plug on you.
He did used to sing when he would help me with my homework. You are so stupid and I am so smart. He did do that. You know.
Oh, Maranimal.
It was just a fun thing. For Laura, from Matt, BTB, baby. Get out there. August 16th is a big concert. It's going to be a whole lot of fun with the M80s and the Zach Bryan
tribute band.
You
have to say that we are postponing the brunch cast. Don't forget.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hold on one second. I'll start this over.
Sorry,
we are postponing the brunch cast because I do have to go back to Maine for the services on Saturday. And I wouldn't be coming back until Sunday later.
Good to know.
Yeah. Yes.
Because it was in my calendar. I'll probably still show up.
Oh, good. Still show up because there's always a story when you're around. And we will do it. We will do it in August for sure. I think we just sort of make it a regular thing. I'm open to that. And for Mark, who always had an eye for talent. An eye for talent. Music, everything. I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you tomorrow.
I woke up in a hotel, didn't know what to do. I turned the TV on, wrote a letter to you. The news was talking about